I'm looking at at the lineup of Fnatic, and I'm thinking Neon are gonna swap this Naga to a support or a offlane role. There, if you play a carry Naga here, you're gonna lose. I mean, Skadalicious is a mean Naga player, but laning phase, you're gonna get crushed. Early mid game, you're gonna get crushed. Late game, Lion is gonna make your illusions not do anything. This is not a carry Naga Siren game. You have to switch it up. I think it's just not gonna work. So Neon.Atomic, they have to find another way for this lineup to work right now. It's just way too big of a counter coming towards the Naga Siren herself.
Yeah, I mean, since we have a North American expert sitting around the channel, we got Neff. I mean, he probably approves the North American teams in TI going for this off-lane Naga Siren where they try to bait out one or two picks, potentially. It was purely designed as a hero to bait one or two heroes to be picked and then still put into the offlane. But that was mainly because Toby had to play the lane, which is going to have the worst result most likely. But it did work from one game to another, but it didn't work for the majority of the time. Plus, I guess a bit of difficulties here and there for the team in general. But one thing that I'm looking at is the Marcy and the LC. Obviously, I like Marcy as a support and LC as your offlaner, the standard stuff. But there was another North American player. Sorry, we're doing SCA, but I will quote North America here. I saw one of the wildest support drafts 2 years ago where they had POS 4 Sniper, POS 5 LC, and that was Albi 2000 who actually, I think, played that LC as a POS 5 support. So you could technically put an offlane Marcy in this game, support with the LC, and have the Heart Dispel.
That's maybe if there is if the Naga Siren is not a carry. If the Naga Siren is a carry, this LC is a direct counter to the Naga Siren. And overall, currently in the meta, I don't see it happening. There was a point where the LC was pretty good on the support role. Pretty much a lot of people played it, but now it's not the case. And it's actually really good in this game in particular because you have so many good heroes that you can just win the duel off of. Plus, you have the Lion with the finger to help you with the damage.
But I would see KP play this hero much more than if they put it on the support role. Even though I'm not sure if KP would like to play Marcy. I guess he could. I don't think it requires that much rocket science brain work to make the offlane Marcy work. But LC probably a much stronger here. Plus, we got to see some cool stuff. Was it yesterday when we saw the overwhelming odds level 10 radius talent into the level 15 hero damage, and that LC just popped off.
And in this game, that would make much more sense to me than in that game. And in that game, it popped off here against the Naga Siren Illusions. It would just obliterate Neon.Atomic. So, especially the poor Hoodwink and the Lich. They wouldn't get one-shotted, but they'll get very, very low if that does connect to them with the Illusions as well. So, I'm curious to see how KP is going to be playing it. Is it going to be that route, or is he going to be focusing more on dual damage?
Yeah. Lich is a classic interaction-wise against the LC duel. Can shield the dual target.
Yep.
Single target on single target. Simple maths. But into the last phase, Mars and Tusk. I was actually surprised Tusk has gone through the pool this far and actually banned in the last phase. And now the Puck as well. What does Fnatic, what does Armel want to play if he doesn't play the Pudge?
Okay, he's gonna get something that does magical damage, I was about to say, and yeah, it does, because you need some core that is gonna be able to help DLC win the duels. SF falls into that category, but you also are protecting yourself somewhat from the possibility of Pudge falling behind and you not having anything to deal with. This is another counter to the Naga, plus it allows flexibility to Fnatic, because both the Pudge and the SF can go to the mid lane.
Yep. And Gabby has played the Shadow Fiend twice. So was against Xerxia and against Lilgun. Most likely he's going to be the one to play it as well. But this Pudge, for the first time, I'm excited to see what it can come up with. We have an OD to follow things through. Only one Intiro on the side of Fnatic. So this OD can be deadly. And it's JG to play it as well.
So I guess now you send the SF into the mid lane you don't want the Pudge to be laning against the OD. That does make a lot of sense because you're just gonna get smacked down overall. But yeah, and it is gonna be Armel on the Shadow Fiend, probably laning. Yeah, yeah, Pudge. So I mean, I just can't see Neon winning this game. I don't know what needs to happen for this Naga to have a good time. And OD is great, but how do you take down towers? The OD is great at killing the Pudge. He's not really great at when people jump on him, and that's what's going to be happening with the Lion and the Marcy, especially when you have an SF in the mid lane. This is just scary for Neon.Atomic from my angle. Pudge, very strong run 1 versus 1. Legion Commander will crush the Naga Siren 1 versus 1. The supports are going to be pulling the supports towards the mid lane, where it's debatable who actually has an edge. Probably the SF just because of the damage output before level 6. I mean, I'm heavily favoring Fnatic in this one.
What about chat? What do you guys think? Is Fnatic gonna be sole victor here? Type 7. If you think Fnatic's gonna win this one. I can see Neon.Atomic's lineup work in team fights, but I agree with you. Objective-based gaming is going to be difficult. Taking down towers, you need multiple hero kills against a very experienced team to be able to hit objectives, taking down towers. Naga, as we've seen, builds into a lot of stats, a lot of HP early on, and kind of lacks on the damage department, except for the Riptide, which is great against heroes, but it's not good against objectives because it doesn't do shit. So this is this is a challenge for Atomic, but they have been able to take a lot of ties from a lot of teams. Sometimes game 1, sometimes game 2s. And I believe this is the great place to show. If you're up to match up against a team like Fnatic, you can do it here. You feel like you can beat anybody.
Yeah, especially in this with this kind of lineup. I'm not sure with the OD, are they going to be going for a Meteor Hammer or not? I would actually be okay with it, because getting the tier 1s down is going to be of the utmost importance for them. Fnatic going for their classic move. They did this in game 1 yesterday as well, and it worked out really well for them. Seri, though, in a really good position to break the smoke and also escape.
Ada coming from a different angle here and actually catch a glimpse of him here, but they're going to go for Seri. Seri, though, he's going to be safe here. They place down the ward, and they're cutting down trees as well, making a secondary juke path. Januel checking if there's a ward. There isn't one, at least on that side. The ops ward only cuts an edge over here. So if Januel actually stepped one step further and got hit by the tower, he would have maybe gotten the information about the ward and potentially put it in the wrong spot. But doesn't cross the line, gets a bit lucky there. Well,
so, yeah.
unlucky for him, let's put it that way.
Yeah, though the support players have gotten really good at understanding where the ward is when the tower is attacking them. They move a couple of more steps, and then they know where to place a sentry where it's like 95% going to see the ward. So if the tower had hit him, there also is a chance that the Fnatic finds the right spot.
Lucify will find one ward, but he's probably not expecting a second one to be there. Jay's getting full vision into mid. We're going to watch this Shadow Fiend versus OD matchup. Armel versus JG. SF starting off with the raises. Classic. This time, we saw, I think we seen one or two of the SFs. Was it Ken or was it somebody else? Where they double down on the high ground raises, suspecting that the enemy's gonna be there, and they weren't, and actually cost them a lot of mana because they weren't able to deal any damage. This time he had 3 stacks on the OD.
I think it was Ken. Yeah, I mean, that's the way that you play the SF. The only reason why that happened to Ken on the SF is because that time his ward in the mid lane got dewarded. Yeah, this time around, Armel sees everything, so he's not gonna be going in blindly.
Yeah, good old blind raises as well. Scottylicious with this Naga versus the LC. Most likely going to be seeing overwhelming odds going to be maxed out. KP probably seen 1 or 2 games here in the Pro Series where they have seen this LC max out Q. And obviously it is the smartest choice against these illusions as well. It is fun to see KP still play Dota, you know. It's been around for quite some time. Played in a lot of prestigious tournaments in his lifetime.
As far as I know, KP isn't even that old, right?
Well, it's not that old.
Well, let me check.
Well,
How
I mean,
old
he's basically the same age as I am. I think
Oh,
he's actually
okay.
he's actually
Okay,
younger
he is.
than I am, but
Oh, actually, he is. Okay, okay. I thought he was younger. I thought he
how
was
okay,
younger.
okay, question. How young did you think he is? Honest answer.
23.
Wow. So he'd been to his first TI when he was like 13.
Yeah, okay. You were talking about NA Dota, so I switched the mats to towards their regions. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for that.
Yep, we're an SCA baby now. That is true. Yeah, but yeah, I remember KP back from like TI5 when he played with was it MVP Hot 6 or MVP Phoenix? I think it was MVP Phoenix because Hot 6 had a
Phoenix.
different roster. That's the team I remember KP playing the first time. That was 7 years ago. Was already a young gentleman by the time. But yeah.
Dota has evolved so much that, I mean, it used to be we know MVP Phoenix. We see even before the draft, we know how they're gonna play Dota, and teams still can't deal with it. Now Dota has evolved so much that we can't see anything as fun. So that's kind of a bummer. But on a positive note, the players have gotten better at the game, quite a lot better as well.
Yeah, we just kind of got stuck on our tracks, right?
Yeah.
Time goes past and we don't. Still treading where we are. But don't worry, we're not the only ones out there. Lucify, some early poke on the Pudge. Connected hook. Nothing special happening there. KP, though, in a bit of trouble. These illusions are almost killing him. Riptide causing some issues. And actually, he has gone for 2 points in his passive above maxing out Q first. So we'll see if he sticks to that. Most likely put a second point in that. And Janual will be taken to the top lane as we see Seri, Lucify. A lot of slows, a lot of nukes.
Weird decision from KP though. I'm gonna give him the benefit of the doubt, but I think he's gonna understand soon that he cannot deal with illusions. Usually, when you're maxing out the overwhelming odds, the second that the Naga spawns the illusions, bam, you use the overwhelming odds, and the damage is actually quite high. But even despite that, he's doing well in the lane. He's having 23 CS, so not gonna be too mad about it.
What do you think about? Oh. Okay, it should be fine here. DJ also jumping in, potentially even opening up an opportunity to kill the Lich, but KP so low, he can't actually throw in any extra hits. I want to dive into the theory crafting for KP's LC here. Is the reason why he's skipping Q is because the Naga eventually will leave the lane and go into the jungle, and you don't actually want to spam overwhelming odds since we don't really buy Soul Ring anymore because it's so expensive and it just doesn't prove worth for the money that you buy it for. And sees maxing passive better because it allows him to farm better.
I think that's a fair assessment. You know, we can't really know what's in his head, but that could be one of the reasons. The other one could be he's just used to playing DLC this way, and he doesn't want to change that.
That's true. Yeah. That's a third option. Like, player preference is always out there as well. Cannot forget about that. We were talking about with a friend of mine. We were discussing about Slark builds. Do you always go Diffusal? And then the big topic was Falcon Blade, how strong it is. And we had a good discussion about it. He was looking at some of the pro players and their most recent Slark games. And in some games, you see, oh, they're not building Falcon Blade at all. And in some games, they're skipping Diffusal Blade. I was like, my theory was, it depends on the matchup. But then I also remembered, it could be a player preference where they build something specific, say Nullifier or Radiance, where they're just used to building the item so many times that they're kind of stuck to their habits. Hated. Stuck between Armel and DJ here. DJ misses the stun, though.
Mistake from Armel. He took a step back for no reason when he knew that Hated was just gonna be chased down from the Marcy and needed to move a step back, so he missed the raise because of it. It caused him the kill, and the OD gets the rune as well. Plus, the Meteor Hammer is gonna be coming in soon, so these supports from the side of Fnatic, they're really gonna have to be coming more towards the mid lane if the SF wants to continue laning.
Pudge gonna get caught by the bushwhack here. Sari has a cooldown on shield crash, so he can't get the quick nuke applied here. He did use flesh heap just in case. Gonna end up taking hits or not. KP has actually gone for a second point in overwhelming odds above going for the third point in his passive. And the moment we look away, they do get the lockdown on Gabby and take him down. Flesh Heap was on cooldown. He did use it before, so they did see an opening. But a response is coming from Fnatic towards the bottom lane. Armel, DJ. Armel will quickly clear out this camp. DJ on his way towards bottom, but Scottylicious hated. They do have a ward inside the right next to the outpost, which does reveal their movements.
I have to say, so far so good for Neon.Atomic. I thought that their lanes were gonna be really bad, but Naga Siren doing well, Pango doing awesome. I mean, they still lost the lane slightly, but they didn't lose a single hero, which I thought was gonna be happening. So they're doing quite well for themselves, and there's not a lot of traffic going towards the mid lane, which means that the OD can work pretty nicely towards his Meteor Hammer. This wave, maybe one more, and there it is. Then it's gonna be that the supports of Fnatic have to rotate rather than they would want to.
KP now level 6. Looking at the courier, he's got himself a Bazzi and the broom handle on its way. Gabby, meanwhile, he has dismembered the Pango, and with the hook still off cooldown, able to get that quick little nuke, preventing the swashbuckle from ever happening. He didn't actually get the chance to cast it anyway, but it would have been one way to pull him back in. 3 points in rot. Gabby gets a revenge kill for himself, and that's also going to be his first flesh heap of the game. Duel in the bottom lane. Scottylicious, Armel going to be there with the raises, and it's not going to be enough for a duel victory, but it is enough for a kill. Here comes JG, though. Wants some revenge here. He's got a bit of mana stolen. Drops the hammer. KP drops low. Armel with the Requiem. They're going to be taking down KP, but the turnaround from Armel. Look for the kill on the Lich. And a beautiful turnaround for him to get himself his first kill as well.
And it was a long TP for the Hoodwink, so no bushwhack. If that was a 3-second TP, you might actually catch the SF, but Armel, very nicely done there. They get 2 kills. LC dying, not the biggest of deals. You didn't have that much in terms of resources, so you'll be happier coming back to the lane. Full mana, full HP, and also one big deal is that you force the OD away from the mid lane, so he's not going to be immediately pushing that mid lane tower as soon as he gets the Meteor Hammer.
They're sitting up in mid. Good catch, Scottylicious here. Stun connect. DJ has the grab onto the Naga Siren, but Armel runs out of mana. He just got the clarity off the courier, but that ain't going to help you in the battle. Sari going in with the Rolling Thunder. He's got the connection there. He's got the stun. He pushes Sadov into the low ground, but it looked good for a moment, as he did have a Quelling Blade in his inventory to cut down the tree. Still gets nuked down by Hated with the Frost Blast, and DJ to fall as well under the tower. Atomic finding a lot of kills for themselves, saving Scottylicious. Most importantly, shutting down Armel.
I mean, Armel did everything right there. There's no doubt about it. The only mistake is they went for a kill without enough mana. But as soon as he started escaping, his movements were awesome. He got pushed down to the low ground with the Rolling Thunder, knowing that was gonna kill him if he starts running towards the tower, and he cut down the tree. But yeah, it was way too low to get out of that one.
Lich has a very satanic damage. He has the DD. Just one number too much.
The courier of the OD died, so he doesn't have his Meteor Hammer. These are some big timing items that you really need to hit.
Look at bottom.
Yeah, you're not applying pressure, but the enemies are. This is not good for Scottylicious. He's gonna need TPs. Okay, he's fine. He's fine.
He should be fine. They don't have TPs on the OD, but they have full TPs with the rest of the crew. However, the scan already being popped down, and it's a very good read for the team. JG giving the information. Nobody in mid. Be careful. Already positioning himself safely behind the tower. Then the scan, and also Armel showing himself on the lane. It is the support smoke, but it is a sharpshooter. What can they do with this? 3 versus 4. Lich is spotted. Bushwhack coming out, but that's a very risky sharpshooter, though, because they can't get a full-on follow-up on it. Sari coming in as well, looking for Armel. Has the shield crash, but the slow. You do have to press the attack, Armel. Easy dodge there. DJ, though, he's not going to be as lucky. They do have the hammer on the JG. There's the stun onto the Hoodwink, and a bounce going all the way to the back line. They're going to catch the Lion as well, make that a second kill. Requiem was loaded for a second, but Armel, he just TPs away into farming, into pushing. Gabby also pushed in the top wave. Pudge still having a free time at 5.6k net worth, but Atomic getting 2 kills on the supports with that rotation.
That was a good move from Neon.Atomic. The question is now just how fast can they get away from the bottom lane, and they actually do it quite fast, so they protect the tower for the time being. They're gonna be happy.
Oh, it's a good grab on the Hoodwink. He's surely dead. With the Unleash, that is. KG with the Meteor Hammer. Oh, it's too early. The Requiem's not gonna go out hated in between. Goes for the taunt. The sinister gaze straight into your soul. They're gonna grab the prison as well. They've got KP in it. KP is a bit too late for the party. Sari looking for some body blocks, but KP runs in front. Swashbuckle still goes through him. Has the face boots. And now they're gonna turn it around. Pango. KP though can't get in. Gonna get prisoned up again. He's dropping the hammer. Gabby's gonna grab him. Can they get the blink finger from the line? Yes, they can. Gabby for the kill with the rod. Now onto Hated as well. Gabby's gonna get a lot of flesh heat stacks out of this one. And he still has his ult as well. They're just gonna wait for the Rolling Thunder to roll out. They're actually not even gonna do anything about him. They're happy with this. They saved their they saved KP, and they get 2 more flesh heaps for Pudge.
And forcing Rolling Thunder is also a big deal, so Fnatic now can go for a play. KP is farming this camp, but as soon as he's done with it, is he gonna... he doesn't go to the base to heal. If you get your resources up and get your heroes together right after it, when there's no Rolling Thunder, they could have went for a play. Now it might be too late for Fnatic to do something big. But they're still gonna rotate towards the bottom lane. Gabby is way too tanky, way too strong for anyone to challenge him right now.
Yeah, that's a very big Pudge. He's at 7,000 net worth already. Closing up to the 10k milestone very fast with his current pace. 110 CS already. Only died once during the laning stage and has recovered nicely since. Well, I wouldn't say recovered. Let's just say he hasn't been stopped. Smoke coming in from Neon.Atomic towards the top lane, but nobody there.
They want to open up the map. You have a Naga Siren. You want to have more of the map and more aggressive positioning for the Naga, because the aggressive you position, the easier it is for you to cut waves without actually being caught. So we'll see if they are able to open up the map. The top tower is still super high on HP, and the new Meteor Hammer just doesn't do that much damage. So it's still gonna take a while. This is a big problem that their lineup is facing.
Yeah. But I think the old Meteor Hammer was kind of busted.
Yeah, maybe.
It's like the Wraith Pact of today. It's too good not to pick it up. You have a Naga in the team. If you can time the Meteor Hammer and the Song Cancel appropriately, you can start your fight with a stun. Always nice to have. Sir, that's an easy tower lasted miss there, with only 3 creeps. I'm a bit disappointed.
He was hoping that we weren't looking, because you know, the tower is dead. We're just gonna look away. It doesn't matter. So, happens.
KB he is in the fog for now, so Atomic won't get the chance to jump him. But Genual, that's a kill they can take. Zafai already close up in the trees. Genual placing himself safely behind the tower, but a Hoodwink with the bushwhack. Sharpshooter loaded up, and bang. To the Rolling Thunder. Swashbuckle will finish him off. Simple, easy kill right there. But look at mid. The mid tier 1 is in peril. Now there's no Sharpshooter. There's no Rolling Thunder. Good opportunity for Fnatic to just take this tower and maybe even force a fight where they feel stronger. Meteor Hammer actually cancelled out. The stun coming out from DJ onto 2. Requiem will finish off Lich, and there's the Pango dead as well. 3-man bushwhack is going to do a little bit here. Lich buying back as well, but the tower's already fallen.
They were hoping that they would be able to defend that tower,
Gabby?
but just nothing to jump in with.
Well, that wasn't a close hook, but Lich kept on marching forward to Frost Blast the creep wave. That would have been him getting caught in the hook.
Okay, so someone in Fnatic's team told KP, yo, what the hell are you doing? Max that overwhelming odds, and he is gonna be going for that build right now. He doesn't even care about the duel, so he knows what his job is. Maybe he would have done a bit better in the lane if he had done it immediately, but overall he should be fine. Maybe he actually went for it because he was getting low and hoped that Moment of Courage will give him enough life.
Oh, nice jump in mid. JG barely gets off the prison, shielded up as well. Scotty Licious coming in from the side. DJ gonna take some damage here. Armel with no Requiem. A chance for Atomic to win this fight, but Gabby Aghanim's freshly picked up. The song comes out. Naga getting slowed down, but the rot is finally gonna run out as well. But the song popped. The prison there. KP getting caught as well. Seri controlling Armel in the river. This SF guest doesn't get the chance to participate in the fight, and they will target Armel as well. Bounce back as well, and now there's a hook coming in as well. JG gonna get hexed up by the Lion. Januel with a finger. JG taking down, another stack being secured. It is just the OD falling though, but they have a chance to fight back, and Hated slowly but surely walk into his death.
Gabby didn't bite onto the Naga Siren there. The only reason why the fight did go as good as it did for the side of Neon.Atomic. If he uses this member on the Naga, she dies before anyone can save her, and the fight just ends there. But after the sleep, it actually set up the fight quite nicely. Pango could go for the Rolling Thunder, and it allows Neon.Atomic to switch the fight in their favor. With 3 heroes dead, they're gonna be more than happy considering the fact how it started.
Yeah, I think as well, if Gabby was able to get that Dismember off, that would have been a whole different story. He was doing a lot of damage during that song. Positive side of having Rot on is you're not actually taking any, but you're dealing a lot of damage to the enemy heroes around you. Technically, it's a very interesting assessment, because usually when we talk about being pacified, like the fact you're stated as a pacified hero because they can't hit you and they can't hit you back. Sorry, you can't hit them, they can't hit you back. But if you have Rot on and you're pacified, is it really pacification if you're hurting other people? Philosophical questions for the day to think about, as Gabby gonna jump in with the Dismember. Dual victory, Requiem, okay. Feel the hate, Seri.
Oh, straight into the Roche pit. They know that there's no song for at least a half a minute, and they want to go in. It's hard, though. I mean,
does Pango buy back to this? That's a big question. Lich ulti from the Bushwhack, and he bounces off her, and they will get the buyback from the Pango. He will be able to participate in this fight. Lion about to fall. Every spell on cooldown, though. Nothing he can do but Armel with the haste rune. Freshly picked up Gabby. Charges in. Prison comes out from JG. Seri with a Rolling Thunder. He's just bought back into this. Now he wants to get an opening here for Neon.Atomic. Fnatic, look at their positioning. They're so far away. Waiting for Gabby to land the hook. Pango able to get out. Seri. They did isolate them for the time being. Lion bought back. So 2 buybacks being spent here, and Roshan reset.
That was a really beautiful stun attempt from the Lion. I don't know if you saw it there, but just as the Rolling Thunder was finishing, he actually got the right angle. But the thing is that Seri was way too quick on the swashbuckle. He saw what was gonna happen, and he gets himself away in time.
Yeah, you don't wanna wait for your ulti to run out and then swashbuckle. You wanna do it during. Don't get caught by the sun. So good read from Januel. I did see that. It was right in the river. 14-11 in the first 20 minutes. Fnatic holding on to a lead for now. Pudge is big.
I like JG switched his item choices. He was thinking about going for a Aghanim Scepter, which is great, but you need extra damage. So he's gonna go for a Force Staff, and will go more for this right-click build in the future. And that is a necessity. He's gonna be the one that needs to kill the Pudge, especially.
He might just get targeted here too. They're smoked up. They just got information in the top lane that OD is sitting around in the area. Pudge literally just blinked past him. Gabby is gonna close in the ranks onto JG. Blink in 3 seconds. Creep Wave might be spotting him here though. Force Staff available. DJ will get close enough, and that is a very dead OD.
False sense of security with the LC in the mid lane. Very nice move from Fnatic. So Neon.Atomic are like, okay, if they're missing for too long, they might be trying to go for Roche, so you're not panicking at that point. But they first kill the OD and then move into it.
Might just work out this time. No OD. Not buying back for it either. No map control. So they're gonna let this one slide. Fnatic will take the first Roche.
DJ, while his Unleash was up, he dropped the Philosopher's Stone there on the ground, so he does more damage to the Roche. So very nice play there, just to allow them to kill it just a tad bit faster.
There we go.
Purely for sport. It
Armel with the second life. Gabby with 8 flesh sheep stacks and 1,400 gold short from the BKB. Gonna be on a good time.
Gabby and Armel have kind of put their BKB timings in sync. We're gonna have 9 BKB charges on Fnatic, and it's then gonna be on Neon.Atomic, mainly Scadilicious, to make sure that the waves are pushed in. So it's mostly gonna be Scadilicious kind of dodging Jonuel with the illusions. If he manages to do that, you can create enough space so you don't have to fight head on against 2 BKBs and an Aegis, and actually find some openings here and there to go through those BKB charges. Because with this lead that Fnatic has right now, if they force out like 5 versus 5 fights in the next 5 to 7 minutes, Neon.Atomic are very likely to lose most of them, and then the gold lead might become way too much for you to come back into the game.
Scotty actually wanted to build the Orchid as he's had his Manta, so do you think we're going to see Heart next?
Looking at the heroes of
Scotty or Heart?
of Fnatic. I think...
Because Scotty is good against the Pudge, but Heart in general would allow you to fight against all the damage from Fnatic.
I'm thinking if there's a way for you not to focus that much on your illusions, because they're not there. So something that doesn't give that much stats. Maybe a BKB on the Naga Siren actually makes sense. I think BKB. I think BKB.
BKB? Yeah. That could work.
I'd love to see that.
Could
BKB
work.
or Butterfly to allow you to split push and farm faster. I just don't see Heart and the Scotty making a difference. That's just it. You get these stats, but the line just kills all of your illusions.
Yeah, I guess you need damage, but you're also only at 1600 HP, and it feels like already the rot damage is going to start tearing into this Naga Siren very fast, plus the Lion Finger. So either you have a lot of stats or just straight up immunity. He is going for the Heart.
I mean, I didn't have much faith in the Naga in this game either way. I thought they were gonna switch it to another position. Scadilicious, though, yesterday he did show he can play this hero well, but this is a real test against so many counters.
Harry finds the lack of faith on this Naga disturbing, but Fnatic looking for a kill, and Lucify is a good target to go for if they can just catch him. Yes, they can. DJ jumping in from a million miles to land on top of him. And another finger stack for Januel. He's up to 3. Scotty Licious, though. And this bottom of the trees actually gets silenced up, and Gabby taking a honest 1 versus 1. But look who's taking more damage out of these two. Scotty Licious is dead. DJ, what a KS.
Oh, he got outplayed. He got outplayed so much. The second that the Pudge saw an illusion, he pressed the flesh heap. He knew he could be targeted there. And then Naga Siren was like, why am I not doing damage? Why am I not doing damage? And that train of thought extended way too long. The silence stopped, and he got bitten there in the middle of the animation. So Scadilicious is making a slight mistake there. But he did get outplayed, to be honest.
JG was like, we should kill this guy top, but Seri diving under a tier 2 tower doesn't feel like an optimal attempt. So Rolling Thunder spent, and they're disengaging KP on a chase. He's got more movement speed during the duration of the overwhelming odds, and he has also gone for the radius talent, which is seems to be the theme for these Legion commanders these days. They're just skipping the other talent completely. Gabby jumped on. Sharpshooter is on its way. Lich ulti, but the BKB comes off. The hook is going to connect onto the Pango, but Gabby down to 1000 HP. JG on the chase. BKB down in about 3 seconds. Well, less than that. It's already off, but the Shadow Fiend walks in between. Bushwhack misses. And Armel, he is holding the front line with that Aegis.
That Rolling Thunder on top was one creative way to protect your tier 2 on the bottom lane, or at least for some time. They did go through the Pudge BKB because of it, so I wouldn't say it was that bad of a move from Neon.Atomic, given that they didn't lose anything. Forcing supports on top, immediately making a move here on the SF and the Pudge. Ideally, you would want the BKB from the SF as well, but you are wasting some time if you're Neon.Atomic, so very cool play from them.
Both teams are filling in a lot of pauses this game. We haven't had any notification from the admins about the pause timers, but plenty of them during this first game of Neon.Atomic versus Fnatic. We saw a tie series happen before this. That was with Unity and Lilgun. And we have a third best of two, sorry, after this one, where we're looking at probably, if this is a hype series, I would hype up the next one too. Spawn versus GeekFam. Right after this, Spawn sitting at second place and GeekFam dominating yesterday against Execration.
GeekFam really played good Dota yesterday. They made a comeback in one game, and in the other, they just crushed it. So I'm really looking forward to seeing what they can accomplish, because when you see a team come back into a game, it goes to show that they don't crumble under pressure, and they have this consistency in their play to play Dota even when they're losing, going from lane to lane and just trying to make something happen, and then of course capitalizing on the mistakes of the enemies that you yourself have forced out. But yeah, coming back into this game here, Fnatic, they might have been forced towards the top lane there with that rolling thunder onto KP, but they very quickly do come back here to finish off this tier 2. So Neon.Atomic doing their best to delay, but now it's over and the tower will fall.
Left all alone and defenseless here. Downside for Atomic is the amount of objectives they've been able to take during this game. They just finished off the tier 2 tower with the Naga illusions and a creep wave. That being their third tower kill. It's 4 for Fnatic, 3 for Atomic. It's been top and bottom that they've been focused on, but this bottom lane, also something that Fnatic quickly wants to get rid of, especially if the opponent is unable to defend it. It's an easy tower. Bottom lane now completely belongs to Fnatic. Easy to push in. Don't have to worry about it too much.
Neon.Atomic has a really good ward here on the bottom lane, but the thing is they don't have the heroes to capitalize on it.
Oh, they're actually going to find a hero in the jungle. It's Lucify, and another one is JG's OD. Gabby with his BKB on. He can't get prisoned, and he just jumps on top. Find a kill. Armel, though, he still has the Aegis. Not sure if this is going to be the best of kills because it's about to expire in 30 seconds anyway. He's just going to stand his ground. Another Rolling Thunder. Nice force staff there from Januel. Armel's going to live. Hada's going to be falling on the other side of the map. Fnatic running them over under a tier 2 tower. So they cannot kill. That's another Seri Rolling Thunder that doesn't lead into anything. Januel, beautiful save.
So a lot of things happened there on the map. Gabby, the way he caught the OD, he jumped on him, OD managed to force staff out, and he got hooked right after it. Now, Gabby wanted to TP to the top lane, and the Lich was like, no, don't kill my friends, kill me. So he went for the Sinister Gaze, and then Gabby just turned around on him, and actually tanked the full Lich ulti next to the Ice Spire, and he took absolutely no damage because of the Flesh Heap. It was just insane to look at. Usually the Chain Frost crushes heroes, but the Pudge doesn't even feel it.
No worry in the world. Gabby blinking in. He wants JG again. He will go for it. He's going to take him down a half. Requiem coming in from the side with the force staff's going to be applied as well. Hayden had already blown up. JG going to follow the low ground. Lucify being chased by DJ. Does not have the dispose available. And another tier 2 tower for Fnatic. Their gameplay is so simple to execute.
They're just running forward. That's how it goes. If you catch the OD, there's absolutely no save for the Pudge, and you're gonna kill everyone. And the enemy carry, he cannot help. I don't know if Naga comes over, Skirmishes is just gonna die. So he's doing what he does best, split pushing. And yeah, the lanes are in a good position for him, but Fnatic, they just go deal with the lanes and then come back to the mid lane. It's very easy steps for them, and considering that they took the top tier 1 and the bottom tier 2 as well, now the tier 2 in the mid lane, they have a really short path to get between the lanes and actually deal with the creeps. So it's a very tough spot for Neon.Atomic right now. I don't know how they change things though.
Yeah, and I think it's safe to say this heart on the Naga is not a game changer. He just doesn't have the damage, and now there's the Wraith Pact that's, well, it's been up on the Legion Commander for a while, but with it, that's gonna make Naga do even less damage.
And has a Lotus Orb on KP, which is a great item in this game. I mean, you put it on someone and the OD is gonna think twice about going for the Astral Imprisonment, plus a lot of things to purge off.
I got the jump on Armel this time. He does not have the Aegis. Sharpshooter being loaded up, but a massive nuke on the back line. Thanks to KP and DJ, and an Armel raise landed at the same time. Evaporates the two supports. KP, he wants his duel. He wants his second duel victory of the game. Nobody to be found, though. Pango hiding in the tree line. Fnatic, they're turning their sights towards the next Roshan, but it's 40 seconds until it's up.
I mean, usually you come back into the game, split pushing is a good way to do it, and Neon.Atomic are doing a good job at split pushing. The thing is that split pushing needs to be used in some way. Getting kills is pretty great, and when you see a hoodwink on the enemy side, you're like, okay, they have a chance to do it. But then you look at Fnatic's heroes, and you think, how do you kill even one of them if it's not the Lion? And Lion has 2 mobility items, so he's not an easy one to catch. And that puts Neon.Atomic at a place, yeah, they can split push, but not being able to capitalize on it means that you actually have no play on the map.
Meanwhile, top lane, KP will get his duel victory that he's been hunting for quite some time. Not that he does much with them anymore, but it's infinite scaling. Might as well. An extra bit of damage on top of what he already has.
It feels good. It feels good when you're winning a duel with the LC. I mean, KP is winning the game and he has 30 duel damage, so he deserves some love there. His team helping him to get the duel victory. Look at Armel's positioning. Pretty much the only hero that is close to him is DJ, and he knows I can't die. And the problem is that there might be a chance that 4 of the heroes of Neon.Atomic go on them, and they lose a couple of them without gaining a single kill. That is just how it goes. That is how strong Armel and DJ are currently.
Talking about DJ, can we talk about the chat build for the chat item that he's building?
Oh, okay.
I like that.
So no more Frost Shield.
No more Frost Shield, and then no more Naga Siren by the looks of it. Scottylicious, what's your song gonna do? Gabby with BKB chasing down the Naga, and so close to it too. Hooks available, just needs to land it. Lion on top of him. Gabby finishes off the kill. And Naga, that's how much her heart did. Only to get caught. And they will blow him up, but can they kill KP? It's a good pickup. It's a good start for things, and the hammer is dropped, and he's running away, juking around in the trees. They're chasing JG. DJ on top of him, tosses him back closer to Armel, and that double damage and side-kicked Shadow Fiend ain't something you want to run into when you're alone and walking in these dark streets in the night. Hate it. He's also down. KP diving towers. Even if he dies here, if he even dies here, he even duels the Pango for a kill, and he's regenerating up. Look at that sidekick lifesteal. He's back to full HP. Fnatic are just ripping Atomic apart.
They're ripping them to shreds. That was an OD with a Frost Shield. Usually when you have a Frost Shield, you kind of don't take damage, especially a hero that has relatively high armor like an OD. Nah, it wasn't even close. SF with the DD, as you mentioned, and the sidekick just crushes him through the Frost Shield. It's, I mean, it's over. I'm not gonna even say it's not looking good. It's this game is over. You have no play if you're Neon.Atomic. I don't know what Scottylicious is hoping for. Even if he gets the Bloodthorn, there's just so many BKBs that you have to be dealing with.
Yeah, it is a bit of a Eta GG situation, but I guess they'll give it one more fight. Love the steep ward here, by the way. It's not in your most traditional place to place down a ward, so it's most likely not even going to get dewarded. Fnatic sees everything that's going on. They know Atomic has left the base. So Fnatic, as they finish off Roshan, I think they're going to instantly react with Blinks and go with Scotty, even with a DD. What can he do with his Naga? Can he take down KP? An attempt is given, and he's almost taking him down. It's not enough, though. Yeah, we'll finally finish him off, but they're losing everybody else. 3 hits on the Lich. Hated, burnt down. Seri on the run, tries to roll to safety, and again, Januel tries to time the stun so he'd catch the Pango. DJ, the supports are chasing the Pango around the map, but they won't be there on time to kill him. Knock it down for 50 seconds.
I was thinking why Neon.Atomic weren't calling GG, but yeah, wise words from Fog. This is what's keeping them in this, keeping them alive in these tough times. As long as they stay positive, they'll win. Not necessarily true, but at least it but at least it allows you to play a little bit more. Staying positive is most definitely gonna help for the next game.
Yep. Good game from Fnatic. I think that's all there is to say. Bit of an outdraft situation. What can you do? One more fight attempt. They kind of overlapped the bushwhack there with the prison. Armel disarmed. Gabby looking for the hook, but already blinking away. And sidekick.
OD sold the meteor hammer. He's like, yeah, I'm not getting it off against the Pudge anyways, so let's just sell it and buy the Aghanim Scepter. Okay.
Alright, well, let's see if he can keep his life. That's a no. Zeri trying to cause some havoc in the backline. Hated. He's going to drop next. He has a buyback. They've got the pushback on the SF, but there's also a duel onto the Hoodwink. And with 3 heroes down, Armels is outplayed. I believe that's also the case here. Well, you're so far ahead. It is easy to outplay when you're bullying the kids. But yeah, Fnatic, they take game 1.
You know, I'm gonna quote one streamer. We lost. That's Sing Sing that says it. That should be a voice line, because this one you're not coming back, and that should be the one you should be using.
Well, if you're a self-respecting pro player, you're never gonna say that out loud in during the game. So I guess maybe one day. Just toying with them here in front of the fountain. The Ancient's already down to half HP. They do have the backdoor protection up, but JG will kill off KP. DJ with his nullifier doesn't do much. They are extending the game a bit further. Not giving up, at least Shadow Fiend taking a honest battle. He doesn't have the sidekick this time, though. But here comes Gabby. We haven't seen the Pudge for a couple of minutes now. He's going to make a reappearance. He is taking a lot of damage, though, but Daniel hexes one, stuns the other. OD back to the fountain. Scotty Licious will live. The Armel Shadow Fiend finally killed. Gabby does get his ulti off, but the Force Staff will break that. Push to safety. Prison coming out again. Gabby still getting bullied here. Maybe they can kill him here. Yep, those look like they will. Okay, so Gabby's down. And with no Aegis remaining, Shadow Fiend is also down. They truly want to play it all the way to the end.
They thought they wanted Fnatic, but no, not the case. The OD with an Aghanims, diving him into the fountain is just not the smartest idea. He is stealing way too much mana, and then we saw how much damage Sanity's Eclipse actually did to KP. It killed him, it destroyed him, and it was easy to run down the other ones as well. So Fnatic, now they understand, okay, we're gonna have to take this one slowly, because remember what we talked about yesterday. Dota right now is, if you miss your timings and overextend a couple of times, even like if the draft is your way, if you have a big lead, you miss your timings, the enemy team can come back.
Yeah, there's always a chance, right? I mean, it is a game of Dota after all, but Panko getting blown up by Unleash and the duel from DJ. Hated still chilling around in the area. Naga making an appearance here too. He's got Janual on the Lion, getting caught. JG catching another hero. Well, I kind of feel bad for calling Fnatic that they already won the first game when they were taking down the tier 4 towers. And nice jukes here. He's still trying to TP away, but looks like it's just going to be an endless chase. Walking under the vision. They finally found him. But yeah, I already told them that they won the first game, but right now it's just Neon.Atomic. Like, yeah, we still have a lane of racks. We just got like, what, 5 kills? Maybe 6 kills now?
As long as we stay positive, we'll win. That's their motto, and they're staying in this game. So still, as you mentioned, 1 lane of racks. It's not over. Pushing the throne down against the Lich, not easy to do. So Fnatic, they're gonna need a slower approach. Them attempting that fight in the mid lane without their 2 cores also is gonna hurt them a little bit, because mid lane tower is down. This opens up the possibility for Neon.Atomic for the next Roche, maybe.
Let's see what they can do here. Gabby jumping on Scotty Licious. Scotty Licious has a BKB, but not gonna get to use it. And your carry is gone. Gabby's just right-clicking an Ice Spire here. He thought to tame the lion. KP chasing Hated. Duel from a million miles away. Prison save coming from JG. Another prison being placed down on the ground. Gabby looking for the hook. Won't connect. 2 heroes gone. Down to 3. Down to 2. As they right-click down Seri. Odie drops the hammer, but it's not enough even to kill KP. Gabby's still chasing. He's got a lot of mobility. JG also, he's hiding in the trees right now. TP's back home. Hango coming in with a buyback. Lucify is dead, so that's another kill for Fnatic.
And another hero without a buyback. OD overestimated his damage with the Sanity's Eclipse. The reason he did so much damage last time is because he got so many Astral Imprisonment charges. Now it just wasn't the case.
Jackie diving deep, looking for the hook, doesn't connect. We're gonna finish off the final lane of racks here. It's gonna be mega creeps, and after that the Ancient, which has already been exposed. They did take it down a half HP the last time they fought. It's 5 versus 3. Gabby almost gets the hook connection, but the roll up on Seri allows him to stop. Doesn't walk in the way of the hook. And now can we say Fnatic wins the game? No? Let's see this one through.
Yet.
AG takes a bit of beating here from DJ. DJ is already pulling out the creeps inside the fountain here. 4 versus 4. Seri getting some work done here. They finished off KP and they finished off DJ. Gabby gonna get the jump on Seri. Nice prison save coming out. Odie does get hexed up. Armel, he's got that instant Requiem with the Arcane Blink. And Odie is still actually surviving for the time being. Lich ulti bounces wherever he wants to. It doesn't feel to hit the right targets either. And now Gabby. And there's his Scotty Licious. He's out of BKBs, and Hated still here. JG has been saving their lives so many times, but are they just gonna fall? They finally will. Scotty Licious to take down the Pudge. Will he? Pudge starting to regenerate with the Dismember, and that Sharpshooter finally gonna land on the target. Gabby, he's gonna go very low on HP. He's not gonna die.
He's not dying.
And maybe now, okay, Armel finishes off the Ultra Kill team wipe. There we have it. GG.
Yeah, I was afraid to call it even at that point. I'm like, no way Neon are gonna pull something out and keep themselves in this game. Yeah, but nothing else left. You don't have buybacks. You don't have any heroes, and both the Pudge and the SF are alive. So actually, I thought they were gonna die there once the song came out, but SF turned it around when he jumped onto JG again with the Arcane Blink. Just beautiful usage of the raises there. Connects with 2 of them as soon as he jumps because of the Arcane Blink. Then one more hit, and without the OD, they couldn't finish off the Pudge.
At least they had some way of still holding on to the game, but I felt like it was holding on to something that's going to eventually break, you know, like a very raspy rope on the side of Neon.Atomic. Already, the draft decided a lot this game, but we never got to see Neon.Atomic in a position where they're ahead of Fnatic. This was basically Fnatic always controlling one part or the other. Whenever they would win a team fight, they get something out of it. If Neon.Atomic gets a pick-off or 2, it's just a pick-off or 2. That's it. Like, that's where it kind of falls.
I mean, the thing is, usually in games, at least you have a point. Okay, now is their timing. Now they can fight. Now this or whatever. There was only one timing like that for Neon.Atomic. That was the OD Meteor Hammer when it came out, and they killed his career. So really, there wasn't a single point in the game where you could say, okay, Neon.Atomic can just get together at one place on the map and they're gonna be stronger. And when that doesn't happen even once for 40 minutes, I mean, your hopes of winning they're just not there.
Fnatic with game number 1. Can they take a 2-0? Are we going to see a tie? There's more to come after this.